Just thought I'd check in on this channel and see what everybody was doing. See how y'all proceeding y'all day. What's going on? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Let's talk. Everybody always want to ask me questions and I always want to have some answers. Let's get it cracking. I hope I see a lot of my superstars. I hope I see a lot of my friends that I've been seeing every day. That's why I told y'all, hit the subscribe button. That's why I told y'all, hit the notification icon so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. I told y'all we gonna keep this thing popping. Coach Carl is here for the long haul. That's why they call me Coach Carl, because I'm here for the long haul. What's good with you? What it do? What it do, Ninja? That's what I'm talking about, boy. What's cracking? I saw you commented on my joint earlier. Hey, look, man, you gotta cut. You gotta keep it right, baby. Keep it right, homie. Man, I just came back from a 4-mile run in the cold. Just finished 3.5 hours of training. Man, my shoulders is gone right now. I can barely lift my shoulders up. Hey, man, I've been working. Y'all know what I've been doing. I've been putting in that work, baby. Putting in that work. Now I got to go over here and get me some of this energy juice, man. Give me some of that there energy juice. Killer. Oh, Kills. 7787. What's good with you, homeboy? Glad you up here. Talk to me. Tell me what you're doing. Where you from, homie? Keep it popping. I can't hear one bit because I'm in class, can't turn up, so I'm just here to be here. Well, I appreciate it. You see this? Peace signs goes out to you, homie. Peace. Keys. Okay. That's the ATL. I feel you, player. That's what it do, baby. That's how we get down. Man, I'm glad y'all here. Glad y'all popping in, even if y'all can't talk. Like my man say, he in class. He can't turn the volume up on the jump. But that's okay. He's supporting the channel by just being live with your boy. Being live with your boy. Bustin' Dustin, man, I love that name. What's good with you, player? You been popping them hands? Pat. Pat, 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 pat. They see him coming that fast, they don't know how to get out of the way. That's why you got better. Speed kills, bro. If you can't see it coming, you can't stop it. And if you can't stop it, you go cut on the head, bro. Coach, you like the ab wheel? Yeah, I like the ab wheel. The ab wheel is rough, man. I got ab wheel exercises on my line. I got an ab wheel joint I do it outside where I put my feet on the curve and roll all the way out till my nose touch the ground and roll back in. That joint hard. Ab kill all this, man. That's what you want to do. You want to get all this right because it's where you're going to be getting hit. Where you going to be getting hit at. Say, keep the chat clean. Hey, man, you know how we do. We only keep the chat clean. Yeah, that ab wheel is the truth, baby. That ab wheel is the truth. Redix, REDIX 80, what's up with you? Favorite martial art movie? See that posted in the background? Bruce Lee. But also like Ip Man. If you watch Ip Man before, Ip Man is nasty though. Joan crazy though. Y'all, man, hit that like button, man. You know how we do, man. We gonna give some likes to your boy, Coach Carl. Say advice don't have my Colombian girlfriends to stop asking me for money. Stop telling them you got money. Everybody flex until they're getting asked. I used to be that same guy. It's a pocket full of money, but it's a good thing when you can tell people, yo, I'm paid. Girl, you enroll with me because I got plenty of money. Then they keep asking you for money. So you know how that go. That ain't just girls, that's people. What's up, coach? You good? What's up, Michael Jordan? Yo, man, I'm over here pimping, baby. I'm over here doing what I do best, bruh. Over here doing what I do best. Working out, training, talking to folk. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Mookie 281, thank you. Just subbed. I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it. No matter where you are in the world, right now we here together. It's like I'm sitting in the same room you sitting in. That's how we gonna get down. I'm sitting in the same room you sitting in, doing the same thing you doing, talking about the same thing you talking about. So if you got a question, please ask it. If you up here, you might as well make good use out of me. Don't make me waste my time. If you want to know something, ask the question. So what's a long combination? Man, hey, look, combinations don't work for everybody. Depending on who you're fighting. Hey, look, man, I appreciate it. God bless me. The world is better with me in it. Hey, look, man, we're going to keep working, bro. We're going to keep trying. Appreciate it. Hey, look, Mia H. Run. Mia Run. Hey, look. Say, dang, you look good. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Long combination. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, 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 ha, 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 ha. That's it. Now you got to figure out what punches those were. I did it over and over and over and over and over again, just so you can get it. Hit myself in the face with a shoestring, just so you can get it. When did you look in the mirror and say, "Dang, I'm getting old"? Never, because I don't feel that way. You know, first of all, I don't like to look in the mirror. What do I look in the mirror for? I know what I look like. My beauty ain't for me. It's for someone else. They said beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And look, I don't pay attention to how I look. I just make sure I'm clean, my hair cut, teeth brushed, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Don't never start telling yourself that something's wrong with yourself. That's a bad omen. How many sit-ups a day should I do to lose weight? No, it's not about the sit-ups, player. It's about how you eat. Cut the sugar down to 40 grams of sugar per day. Knock the extra snacks out. And if you start doing, you can do 25 crunches a day. It's all about what you're putting in the stomach. If you ain't putting nothing in there, it ain't gonna poke out. Remember, stomachs don't poke out from the outside. They poke out from the inside. So it's what you put in there. So, in other words, cut out the sweets. If you just eat real food, people say, well, I can't eat. Well, I can't eat sweets. What am I eat? Real food. If you're not vegan, if you're vegan, then you know what to eat. But if you're not vegan, you eat chicken, you eat vegetables, you eat seafood, and then you eat no snacks, no tater chips, no cookies, you want tater chips, cookies, and honey buns, go eat another piece of chicken. Trust me. What's my diet like? I'm a vegan, 100%. I eat for 1 hour a day. My dinner time coming up, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I eat about 1,400 calories between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And when I'm done at 6 o'clock, I don't eat till the following morning. The following afternoon. So I do 23 hours without eating. Ride the Tiger. Subscribe, bro. Appreciate it. How long have you been fighting? Since I was 7. I'm 58 years old, so 51 years I've been in the fight game. Whether it was boxing, karate, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, 52 blocks, street fighting, I did it all. Wrestling. So where's my husband? I can tell you where my wife is. I can't tell you where my husband at. Yo, coach, can I work out and lift weights on an empty stomach? I do it every day. Remember I just told you, I eat from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. I don't eat no more to the following day at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So every single exercise, every single training session I do fasted, which means I don't have no food in my system. My brother up in here, okay? Every day since November the 18th, I've been jogging and sprinting. Missed 2 days, but at home, I do push-ups and squats and planks. Well, you're doing good. You're doing everything you need to do to make that body do what it's supposed to do. You get out of it what you put into it. Haney versus Shakur. Haney ain't going to fight Shakur. But Shakur get ready to fight Teofimo Lopez. That's how that go. Thank you, OG. You welcome. I'm a wrestler, then you doing real good. Hey, look, if you're a wrestler and that's what you want to do, wrestle, then get to be the best at it. But if you're a wrestler and want to do something else, like MMA or something like that, transfer your wrestling to another form, then get you a stand-up game. Stand-up game meaning learn how to throw some punches and then take them to the ground. You pop, 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 and scoop. Put them in the banana split. You know what the banana split is? Put them in the banana split, dog. Man, the joint just screwed up on me, man. Where am I from? I'm from Hampton, Virginia. I subscribe. Appreciate it, dog. When I was going to the gym, which I need to get back into, I was eating the cleanest I have in my life. I threw out all the bad stuff, and I went from 163 to 182 in a couple of months. Best I ever felt. Well, look, if you know what it made you feel like, then get back to it. It's gonna make you feel even better the next time because you knew what wasting time did to you. Tell me a typical meal and macro that you eat in your OMAD. Vegetables. It's just that simple. Sometimes I eat a protein waffle, then my vegetables, and I eat a mixture of vegetables. Everything: broccoli, carrots, onions, tomatoes, corn, asparagus, red potatoes, and then I eat one piece of fruit and usually a protein bar to close it out. I eat the waffle because it make you feel full. Do I work out with free weights? Yes. I use everything from 3-pound weights to 50s. I use 50s for shoulder shrugs, single arm obliques, and bench pressing. And then I use 40s for other things. I use 25s for curls and 40s for the single arm dumbbell press, 25 for curls, 15s for butterflies. And then I do a lot of calisthenics. I do every morning when I come downstairs, the first thing I do is 200 push-ups, 40 pull-ups, 40 reverse dips, 40 chin-ups, and then 20 reverse dips, 2 sets of 20 dips, which is 40 dips. 23 hours, man, you the truth. Hey, look, man, you train yourself for what you want to do with yourself. Let's Turn to God, Shepherd's Chapel on YouTube explains the whole Bible. Bless. Appreciate it. Shepherd's Chapel. Anybody want to have the Bible explained to you? Please go to @Shepherd's Chapel VT explains Bible. Okay. Brother, you look in great shape for your 50s. I appreciate it, dog. How do you survive on 1,600 calories? Don't you feel out of energy? No. Remember, I just told you, you pick your battles. You choose what works for you. I don't feel nothing less. I feel better than I did when I was full, eating a whole bunch of junk. The real food don't have that much in it. Hi, Coach Danny. I was eating a couple of 100 grams of protein a day and taking supplements, brother. I need to get back into that. And I never took supplements, but hey, look, what works for you works for you. I only eat between 5 and 6 p.m. every day, 7 days a week. I only have to change it if my wife want to go to the movie. Say the movie started at 5, I got to eat at 4. Or say the movie started at 3, and I ain't going to get into 6, then I eat at 2. I don't like to do that because it changes my whole system. And I don't like to do that. So most people don't ask me to do it. They plan things around what time I eat and what time I train. A serious question, can you tell me, Coach? Danny, I'm waiting on it. All right? Shakur versus Haney sparring. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I thought Shakur was a lot faster. I thought Haney was pretty good, but I thought Shakur was a lot faster. But now that Shakur got a little bit of weight on him, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Can you teach me to make a hot dog, sir? No, I don't know how to make hot dogs because I don't eat them. But I heard you only have to boil them. So we're going to work with that one. Danny, I'm still waiting on your question. Let's see. I was eating tons of veggies, fruit, only drank water and milk with my protein shakes, but my goal was to bulk up and feel as good as I was. Hey, that's what's good. Everybody got a plan. I don't drink milk. I drink water with my protein shake, so you know it don't make it taste as good. But it's the part, everybody got a plan. Do you know, let me see. I don't know who Keith is. And I don't mess with no drugs. So if it's anything about Xanax or anything of that nature, I don't do no drugs. I don't even do Tylenol. So if I got a headache, I lay down. Hey, look, appreciate it, dog. Try to be an inspiration because there's a lot of people out here that need you more than they think they do. Try to show them that it's an answer to a question. A lot of people are going to sleep at night not knowing the answer to none of their questions. That's why I come up here to make it easy for somebody. Ha ha ha. I like the joke. Kevin Cross. So my grandpa is addicted to Viagra. No one is taking it harder than grandma. Hey, look. Hey, look, that's funny. Now, I don't mess with that. That's a drug that when my time is up, my time will be up. I don't live and die by sex. Plain and simple. I don't live and die by that. If I can't do it, I can't do it. I don't know about, like I say, people talk about different drugs. The drug questions I don't have answers to because I don't do drugs. No kind. I don't do no kind of drugs. You got to read up on that one. Go to the doctor for that one. Call 1-800-ASK-A-NURSE. Humble Performance. No, Hummel Performance. How many calories should I eat to lose 67 pounds in 67 days? I don't know. Everybody's body is different. Mine was begging to lose. Mine was begging to get off the crap that I was on. I lost 60 pounds in 60 days and I went down. I probably was doing about 6,000 calories a day and I went down to 2,400. And then when I saw the weight coming off, I went down to 1,800. And then I went down to 1,400. And I just starved myself until I got to where I wanted to be. It was the goal I wanted. And once I got there, I started chopping it up. And so everybody can't do what I did. I don't ask people to do what I did because what I did was hard. I hit a couple of fasts in there where I was only doing liquid fasting. But hey man, so it is what it is. Custom Tailored one. What's up with you? So you finna fix a glass of milk and ice. Hey, look, handle it. I only wish I was as fit as you. I definitely need to get a plan together. There's a basic plan on my page. It's called The Best Plan to Lose Weight. It breaks it down and explains it to you in detail. It's called The Best Plan to Lose Weight. Just put it in the search and then put my name, Coach Carl. The Best Plan to Lose Weight. Let's see. Are you back on more calories now though? No. I still do between 1,300 and 1,400. Maybe every now and then I hit 1,500 if I eat another protein bar or drink another shake. But nah, I still low. I've been low. I've been on the same calorie intake since 2014. So hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't feel like I need nothing to eat because I ain't never hungry. That's why I can keep doing all this crazy stuff. Like I ran on Thanksgiving morning, I ran 14.2 miles and did it on a whim. Didn't even know I was going to do it. Went out the house and didn't come back till I hit 14. Once I got to 10, I kept saying 13.2 because that's a half marathon. I'd done that a few times, but I went to 14 just because I could. I challenge myself all the time to live a different life. And sometimes that just means when you're challenging yourself, you're pushing yourself to do certain things. And it's never affected me. Mike Oxmall. I don't know him. I don't usually watch. You say footballer, so I'm thinking you're talking about soccer. I don't usually watch soccer. But I do know some names, though. Am I a certified nutritionist? No, but I took the class. But what I did with my knowledge is found a diet plan for myself. That's why I tell people, in order to do certain things, you got to do certain things. I can't give out advice that I didn't do. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you how I did something if I didn't do it. And I'm not going to tell you how to do something that might not work for you. That's why my advice is always, my plan was hard. But the USDA always tells you that 2,400 calories is the standard. So I teach on 2,400 calories. Somebody told me my energy is great. Hey, look, it's what happens when you're happy to be alive. Where am I from? I'm from Hampton, Virginia. Somebody say, Unc, go do something and get off live. Hey, look, I got a suggestion for you. You don't want to see Unc on live? I can tell you exactly what to do. Log off, and then you don't have to see me. See, this is voluntary. If you're on my channel, it's because you want to be here. You can always get off, and I ain't going to be mad at you. Say, can you still build muscle if you drink alcohol? I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because alcohol is a lot of sugar and a lot of, what do you call it, empty carbs. And those are not things that you're going to want in your system if you're trying to build. Plus, it's like teetering the fence. It's like, do you believe in God or not believe in God? You got one foot on each side of the fence. Do you believe in drinking or not believing in drinking? You got one foot on side of the fence. One foot on each side of the fence. So I prefer to just have both feet on the same side. Somebody say throw a jab though. Look at my videos. Right now my shoulders are gone. I've been training all day. When it get to this time of the day, I ain't trying to do nothing. No more physical. That's why I'm talking. Hey, look, I appreciate it, Ninja Jag. Hey, look. Do a push-up. Hey, look, man, I did push-ups already. I'm not here to train today. What's your favorite cricket team? I don't know, because I don't watch cricket. Zodiac, Scorpio. Love from Pakistan. Appreciate it, dog. Say, happy to be alive and collect lots of coins. Well, I'm happy to be alive. You can have the money. Anybody know anything about me? I don't talk about money because money is not the thing that makes me breathe in the morning. I only need money to pay bills. Once I got enough, I get the rest back. You know, bottom line is I don't live for money. Money is a thing that I chased when I was younger. And one thing I realized, you can't catch money. You keep chasing money, you ain't gonna catch money. So I don't chase money no more. Michael Jordan, my dog. Sir, can you backflip? No, not no more. Cricket's a popular sport in particular places in the world, but isn't followed much elsewhere. Yeah, I'm very familiar with it. I know people that played it in high school, but I don't watch it. I mean, I might have came to a game, but I don't know what a keg test is. But probably don't do it since I don't know what it is, right? Matlock Keaton, appreciate you being up here, dog. Can I front flip? Yeah, I used to front flip, but I don't do it no more. I don't do things now at 58 years old that don't make sense. I did everything that didn't make sense when I was younger because I didn't care about getting hurt. Now I realize that as you get older, getting hurt ain't the same thing as when you're younger. You won't heal the same. So why do I want to put myself in a position where I can hurt myself now? Only thing I do is do standard stuff. I train. I lift weights. I go running. I go biking. I go walking. I do a lot of calisthenics, pull-ups, chin-ups, hang upside down, but I can control those. I can't control the front flip. How do you own a boxing gym and why you'd stop owning a boxing gym? How did I own a boxing gym and why did I stop owning a boxing gym? I started a boxing gym in 2009 because of my youngest son. Me and both of my sons. I had one they are now 33 and 31. But when they were 13 and 15, they were in karate. They had been in karate 10 years. And I taught the karate class I taught the kids class in a karate studio. It wasn't my studio, I just taught there. All right, they didn't want to go no more. My youngest son didn't want to go no more. So my whole thing was, well, what do you want to do? He wanted to do kickboxing, but they don't have kickboxing for kids. So then he wanted to do regular boxing. So I said, okay. So I told my oldest son, we're going to get out of karate and we're going to start boxing. So the first thing I did was went to a boxing match, a local boxing match, and asked the guy there how to get a coach's license. He told me to go through the process of this, that, and the third. I already knew the game because I had boxed myself, but I never was a coach, just an assistant coach inside of a gym where you don't have to have a license. So I went and got a coach's license. Then my younger son started telling all his friends that his daddy was a boxing coach, and everybody started coming to me. Before you know it, I had 12 students. Well, 12 students lasted about 6 months, and I decided I was going to get a gym. In the first 60 days, I got 60 more students. So my gym turned out to be the biggest gym in the state of Virginia that had boxing, fitness, and boxes that was in the ring. I had 131 students. I grew it that big in a year. Had 131 students. People liked what I taught. And I taught my sons to teach. So it was just like that. And then I got rid of the boxing gym because once my sons graduated from high school and decided they want to go to college, there was nobody left to help me run a gym that was that big. So because the gym was connected to my barbershop, I had a barbershop on one side, a gym on the other side. So when you come in the glass door, you make a right to go to the barbershop, a left to go to the gym. So I closed the gym, and I thought about making it into other things since I had other businesses that I was involved in, but nothing that could accommodate 1,800 square foot of space. The barbershop was 800, the gym was 1,800. So what I decided to do was close the barbershop and the gym, go into another barbershop that was smaller, and just get rid of the building. So that's my story. Am I from the USA? Yes, I am. Do you do nunchucks? Yes, I do. Please, any advice from your life experience for young teenagers? Yeah, don't follow the pack. As a young guy, I followed the pack. I got caught into stuff and got into doing stuff that I had no business doing, had no business being, because I was trying to be what everybody else was trying to do. So if somebody wanted to go fight, I went for the fight. Somebody wanted to go steal something out the store, I went because they was going. If somebody wanted to stand on the corner and deal drugs, I stood because they were standing. You know what I'm saying? It don't make a lot of sense. A lot of people are dying like that these days. I was one of the lucky ones. I ran fast, jumped high, and ducked quick. And the bottom line is I survived. 58 years later, here I am telling the story to young people. Don't do what I did to get to where I'm at, because everybody won't make it to 58. I went to a funeral one time, and the guy that died was like 24 years old. And the pastor said, look around the room. 1 out of every 10 of y'all won't be here next year. Let that be a lesson. 1 out of every 10 of the people that's on my channel right now won't be here if they're not listening. You can change your own life. You can change the trajectory of your own life, which means you can change the direction your life is going in by deciding that today I'm going to do something different. Everything you've been doing that sounds stupid, that was stupid, that is stupid, don't do it no more. It's just that simple. And then you'll have a long and prosperous life. And somebody say, I love your glasses. I appreciate it. Gannon Roberts. Appreciate it. Do I like mountain climbing? Yeah, but I ain't never climbed a mountain. I climbed some hills, but I want to climb a mountain. I want to go to Tibet. I want to climb the mountain with the daggone monks. We once stole from a store. I once stole from a lot of stores and stood in front of a judge, and he told me, if you come back to my courtroom one more time, you get locked up. And there ain't going to be no judge, because I had a lawyer, but my lawyer was a judge. And because they knew each other, you know, he kind of gave me a break. But look, it didn't take but one time, bro. I was 18 years old. That was the last time I went to a courtroom. The next time I went inside a courtroom, I was going because my kids was getting their driver's license. Can you do cardio and, hold up, bro, can you do cardio and weight training at the same workout? I do it every day. I don't never hear nobody talk against it, but I do it every day. Every single day I come downstairs, that 3.5-hour workout is mixed with everything. A fight is mixed with everything. I've been in fights that lasted 2 minutes. I've been in fights that lasted 10 minutes. But because of my training, I survived fights. I was trained to do pick up heavy, then go quick. And pick up heavy, then go quick. Can your Instagram, you on, hold up. I guess you asking me if I have an Instagram. If that's the question that you asking me, Mary7897, yes, I have an Instagram. It is Coach Carl 757. COACHCARL 757. Let me see. do you still cut hair too as much as you used to? No. Cutting hair was something I did, man, when I was young. I started cutting hair at 15 years old. At 18, I went to a shop. And at 18, I made it work. And at 23 or 24, I opened up my first shop. And I had a shop from 1992 until 2020. I saw 7 years in Tibet twice. Hey, look, Tibet is the joint, bro. I mean, like I tell people, man, I spent my whole life being humble enough to be able to hang with the monks, the Shaolin monks. I want to climb walls. You feel what I'm saying? I trained every part of my body and my mental. And I know how to eat so that food doesn't be the one thing that directs me. So many of us, if we couldn't eat for 6 hours, we'd have a headache and a stomach ache. But I trained to not eat for 23 hours. I've missed meals for 2 days at a time. I fasted for 48 hours. I only drink water. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get where you want to go. But we got to train ourselves to be what we want to be. Sir, when do you use the heavy bag? Every day for 30 minutes? Sometimes I got an in-the-house bag that's not considered a heavy bag. It's a reflex bag. And I can kick it, I can punch it, I can knock it over, but I don't like to because it's stupid. But I got another bag that hangs out on the patio. I takes it outside at least twice a week. It's a 65-pound bag. It's called a body snatcher. So the bag is round at the bottom and it hangs about right here. So you can throw up shots, right? You can hook and then you can upshot it, right? Then I got the standard bag that's about maybe 6 feet tall. So I can beat that bag up with other stuff. But I do a bag every day, Monday through Friday. So you never been caught though. Well, you know what the judge told me when I told him this is the first time I ever stole something out of the store? He says, is it the first time you ever stole something or the first time you get caught? I looked stupid when he asked me that question because the reality was I had stole before but never got caught. So, with that being said, let's put that in the pasture. Let's put that in the back. I don't need to do that no more. I ain't need to do it when I did it. I did it because I was hanging with people that was doing it. And association assimilation. You hang with them, you act like them. What do I do for a living now? You appear to have time on your hands. I do just what you see me doing right now. I train 3.5 hours a day, and I got a few different YouTube channels for different reasons. I work every single one of them. I'm an investor, so I have a stock account on Robinhood and T. Rowe Price, and then I come online and I talk. That's what I do. When you do things right when you're younger, you don't have to do a whole lot of stuff when you get older. My phone just said I got 20% left. Thoughts on Nipsey Hussle? Man, I like Nipsey Hussle. I listen to a lot of Nipsey Hussle music. And Nipsey Hussle was a solid rapper. He was like, you don't have a lot of rappers out here that do that. You know, I listen to Toosii. If y'all know who Toosii is, Tossi or Toosi. Toosii a bad dude, man. Toosii got some stories, man, that I really like. I like rap that makes sense. I don't just like rap talking about naked girls. I don't like rap talking about naked guys. I don't like rap just talking about smoking and stealing and robbing. And I don't like guys that brag about how much jewelry they got. I like guys that tell stories. Toosii, a guy to tell a story. Nipsey Hussle, a guy to tell a story. Biggie Smalls, a guy that told a story. Say, COVID changed the whole world. Yup, in 2020, when I didn't know this until it happened, the government was able to shut down my barbershop because COVID was rampant. But when the government gave us the pass to go back to work, I didn't have to. It was more like, I was always looking for a way out. I was always looking to do something different. So in 2020, I started doing other things from home. Now I be in my house all day. Where do you live in New York City and why did you leave New York City? What's my dream? I lived in Long Island, Stony Brook, Long Island, and I left because I was supposed to be there. I only went there because my sister was there. My sister was an employee at Stony Brook University in Long Island, and I went there for that. I went there during the time she was there, and I stayed with her. When she left New York and went to Richmond, I left New York and went to Richmond. Richmond, Virginia is only an hour and 15 minutes away from my house, where I normally came up at. Since I was that close to home, I came home. Didn't really have to think about it. Then when I came home, I started doing other things. I started cutting hairs, went to a barbershop, and life started. Then I opened up my own barbershop, and then life kept going. How can I become mentally strong and positive? I tend to be quite pessimistic. Real question. Need your advice. Hey, most of us are. I procrastinate in the morning when it comes time to get up, but then I realize why I'm getting up. I realize that I'm not just getting up for me, but for a whole world of people that want to see me doing something positive so they can have somebody to look to as an example. So what you have to do is you have to think about why you get up. You have to think about what moves you're trying to make. You cannot make a move that's going to be 4 years from now if you don't start now. You can't lose weight 6 months from now if you don't start now. You can't build muscle a year from now if you don't start now. So for every day you put off, that's a day you put off. That means that whatever your goal was for 2026, now it's 2027. So that's what I did to my own life. I programmed and reprogrammed and then reprogrammed again myself. It's not easy. It's hard. But in order to be something, you got to want to do something. It's just that simple. What's the latest someone should eat? 3 hours before they go to bed. Do you and your wife have a hard time with you being a vegetarian? Not a vegetarian, a vegan. It's close to the same thing, but not the same thing. And no, she doesn't have a hard time with it because she eats what she eats and I eat what I eat. She drinks what she drinks, I drink what I drink. We're not a couple in terms of we have to eat the same food. Everybody is individual. If I died today and she died today, when we go to heaven, I can't speak for her and she can't speak for me. You got to speak for yourself. So all the crimes and sins that I committed against humanity, I got to speak for them. She don't got to speak for me. Her getting into heaven doesn't have anything to do with me. My getting into heaven doesn't have anything to do with her. So with that being said, go watch a video on my channel. Go to the search bar and put in "I'm vegan and she's not" by Coach Carl. I'm vegan and she's not. It shows you different foods that I eat, different foods that she eat, and how we come together. We sit next to each other and eat, but I don't look at her plate. Doesn't bother me. What she got on her plate doesn't bother me because I don't eat it. Somebody said I guess they meant to say I'm black and white. Hey, look, I appreciate it. Most people that live in America are mixed. Don't get it twisted because both of your mother and father are both black. Trust me. If y'all light skinned, like my wife is light skinned, and believe somewhere along the line, it's some screwing up going on. The way AI is going, it earns money if you invest in doing just anything else unless you're developing AI. Yep. Hey, look, I invest in things, but I invest in things that make sense to me. Everybody got a different plan. My plan was to do something a little bit different. But right now, the main thing I want to do is van life. If you know what van life is, then that's where I want to be. I want to be able to travel the world and not have none of this no more. I'm tired of this. This is what we call a brick and mortar. That means it's got 4 walls and a roof. It's a brick and mortar. This is a house, right? And I don't want this no more. I don't want 90% of the stuff you see in here because I don't need 90% of the stuff you see in here. So in order to change your life, you got to change your life. And in order to be something different, you got to do something different. Supreme Green Lawn Care LLC. What's up? What's up with your homeboy? Ward Jones. Sup, coach? All is well, man. I appreciate you, Ward Jones. My man, Mike Jones. Boy, I told my son about you the other day. He said he gonna definitely tap in for that June fight. See, we always like to see the results. You doing a backflip, a handstand, or a cartwheel or something at the end of the fight. Handle your business, homie. We always knew you was going to be successful. That's why we pushed you. CH6. How you doing? I'm doing good. Video Gamer 13. What's good with you, homie? Somebody say, I guess it's just hard to live with you. Nah, not really. Because remember, I'm the kind of person that mind their business. If my wife on the phone, I don't want to know who you're talking to. That's your business. If my wife got a bill and she tell me she can't afford it, I give her the money. If she say, I got some extra money, I say, I don't need it. I try not to take things that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? She don't go in the kitchen trying to make me a meal. I make my own meals. You know what I'm saying? We train, but we don't train at the same time. But she trained and I trained. She couldn't do what I do. Most people don't do what I do. So I'm not gonna drag her down the street trying to do what I do. That's unfair to her life. We don't have the same focus on the same things. But at the end of the day, we were a great couple. We don't argue because there's no reason to argue. I'm not an argumentative type. I tell you how I feel about something, I walk away from it. If I don't need to tell you that I feel bad about it, I don't. I'm as simple as it come, bruh. I'm as plain as they come. I don't snore at night. I don't keep you up. When you sleeping, I'm usually sitting up. And when you up, I'm usually sitting up. The only thing I tell her to do is allow me time to work out, go for my run, and make sure that we don't plan things during the time I'm gonna be eating. And that's it. Everything else is simple. Say van life is not for old man. Hey, look, E1GUAP77. Obviously, you don't know what van life is. Because if you look at van life, 90% of the people that's doing van life are older than I am. So, and it's not about age. But I appreciate it though. Every comment matters, even the silly ones. Now, I don't know who called the great. I remember the name, but I don't remember who he is. But you got to cooperate sometimes, don't you think that way? No, I don't think that way. We talk and we do what we need to when we need to. And we in the same room with every, we got a whole relationship. This is 34 years. I don't got it. There's no redirecting it. There's no rechanging it. There's no re-identifying it. When we got married, we did what married people do. We hung out the way we hung out. We went to places we went. We did things we do. I only asked for what I asked for, and you can have the rest of my time. And whatever she asked for, she get. That's kind of simple like that. We raised 3 kids that are all self-sufficient. So it is what it is. It don't mean nothing. Hey, look, you goofy. How about that? You on my channel telling me, you watching, let's be clear. You watching my channel telling me what I'm too old to do. Hey, guess what? You don't got to be on my channel and you ain't got to tell me nothing. I don't need your advice. Look, it is what it is. Do what you do. Be happy doing it. I ain't knocking on your parade. I don't care if you're 21 or 12. It don't matter. Age is relative. That is the most important part. Somebody said, stop being a Jew lover. Hey, look, I love everybody. Any color. Because that's how I'm made. I love anybody. Any color. And ain't no such thing as a white king. It is what it is. How to impress a girl. Be you. You'll impress the one that you need to impress. People always ask me, what do I do for a living? Nothing now. I did it already. At 58, you pretty much done it already. Somebody said Jew lover with a question mark. Yeah, that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let him do what he do. I ain't never seen his name nowhere where he a king. Hey, look, I know all the kings and queens, and he ain't one of them. But we gonna do what we do. Impressive thinking. Hey, look, there's only one way to think, bruh. That's just common sense. A lot of people don't have common sense. They say common sense ain't exactly common depending on who you ask. Say Jews deserve love too. They all do. Van life is pretty awesome. I have a dream of doing it or even quitting my job and driving a truck across America. I got a friend of mine, a young guy, call him K2. K2 had a regular job, a day job, worked at a seafood market and cut grass for a living. And he decided he wanted to drive an 18-wheeler, so he went to school, got his truck driving license, and became an 18-wheeler driver. Now he driving across the world. J3 again, what's good with you? You say you can sell me vials of tests. I don't take no drugs of no kind. So I don't know what that is, but I don't understand what it is. But no, I don't do no drugs of no kind. I don't even take Tylenol. Okay. Dun, 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 mm. Oh, wait a minute. Name me one black king or queen. I'll wait. How about Mansa Musa, Zulu Kingdom? How about that? That's one? So then the question and the answer is over now, right? Mansa Musa. That's a black king of the Mali Empire who founded the Mali Empire from ancient Egypt. Say, I have no history or culture, but you on my channel. So what does that make you? You up here listening to what I'm talking about in 2025. So you probably have no knowledge of what I do either. So what does that make you? So if you don't like what I'm talking about, you don't think I got no history or no culture, guess what? There's a log off button. All you gotta do is hit it. I won't be mad with you because you're not a subscriber anyway. So get to stepping, Fletcher. Get to stepping. You don't gotta come up here and talk trash. Just get to stepping. People funny because people always holler about what I don't do, what I can't do, and what I don't know. But they up here. They up here because they want to be a part of this. They want to be a part of this. Y'all know. All the true people, no. They all want to be up here to be a part of this. They want to sell whatever they selling to us. But we stupid. Come on, man. Sell it to somebody else. There's other channels you can get on. Get to stepping. Don't let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you. See you when I see you, sucker. People come up here trying to sell us. Hey, look, it's okay to come up here onto the channel and tell us about something, but they're trying to sell it to us and they want us to buy it. They basically trying to make us buy it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing. They studied one book. They learned one set of information. They know who a king and a queen was, but they can't tell you nothing else. I say they can only tell you one thing. They know about a sneaker, one sneaker. Out of 7,000 sneakers, they know about one sneaker. They know about one martial art, but can't tell you where that was founded at. They can't tell you who the founder was. Hey, look, don't let them people twist y'all. Don't let them twist your arm. They full of crap. That's what they are, full of crap. Somebody said you can't drive across the world. You can go far as you can. You can go as far as you can. And when you stop, have fun. I'm not in a hurry. I'm taking my time. I'm going to take forever to get to where I'm going. It might take me a week to get an hour away from here. Yeah, you can van life in most of the world. I got friends right now. It's a guy online called Trent the Traveler, one of the guys that I watch. He went to Iceland, caught a plane to Iceland, got there, rented a vehicle, and now he's van lifing in Iceland. I got a friend in Canada right now too. Van Life, Chrome. It's called Van City Van Life. The guy's name is Chrome. Have I gave my opinion on the upcoming Cruz and Roach fight? I have, but I will give it to you. I think Roach has a lot to gain and a lot to lose. If he loses, it'll just be another fighter that didn't win. But I think Cruz is going to come out there and try to bang him up. And Roach going to have to stand up to it. Roach, if he beats Cruz easily, then the world will know that they'll compare him better to Gervonta. He won the fight against Gervonta. It's just that because he wasn't supposed to win the fight, they made it a draw. That's how they do in boxing. They cheat sometimes. So you're a king. When I king, I need a queen. Oh yeah, that's what happens. Then you can have kids and you can make them the successor. Oh yeah, I never been to Mali, but I've seen videos. But it's funny because people ask you questions like you don't know the answer. And I could have said that one, Martin Luther King. That's a king. Yeah. But people just, hey, look, man, don't let people come up here. Don't let people come into your life and try to tell you what your life is about. You know, some people only study one thing. They've been brainwashed and they study one thing. And they think they got the answers to cancer. They studied one thing. They don't. So the first human being was black. People up here still celebrate, not all people. Those people, the ones we talking about, they still celebrating Christopher Columbus. He discovered America. How you discover something that was already here? Already had people living here. Came here and put a flag in the ground. Come on, man. Hey, look, I don't care about the beard being high on one side. That don't matter to me. I'm still fly. I cut one side off and you can walk around like this. I'm still going to be fly. I ain't gonna let them sad losers trigger me, dog. You know how we do, because they up here. I just like to make a point out of them every now and then. They're not as smart as they think they are. Said never read a book but King Subway. Hey, look. That's a good one, dog. I like it, man. I like it. What's up, Hey, look. Kia, Tina, THKR. What's good? I take it he went to Iceland for PEDs. Nah, he went to Iceland. He's just a van lifer. He went to Iceland just to, see another part. He had met people there. What happened is he went there the first time and he just surveyed the area. Then he came back and he had a whole group of people from all over the world met in Iceland, and then they just kind of hanging out. They seeing different things. This is what van life is about. It's not about going to work. It's about another life. Most of us have a life that signifies that we get up in the morning, go to work all day, come home, watch a little TV, eat some dinner, go to bed, and wake up tomorrow and go back to work. That's all we working to pay for the stuff that we have. That's it. There's no extra. We just working to pay for the stuff that we have. So with van life, if you understand van life, it's a few sacrifices that must be made, but you spending about $1,000 a month versus spending $3,000 a month. Or in some cases, you're spending less than $1,000. I know people that's van life for $600 a month. And that means that if they were still making $3,000 a month, they still got $1,400 or $2,400 left if they was making $3,000. I got another friend from far away. Guess who it is? Hey, look, and by the way, anybody that's on my channel right now, please hit the subscribe button. Please don't let the trolls keep you away. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. And rest assured that this is what I call a sucker-free channel. So if I find some suckers up here, I do not have a problem deleting them, because I won't let nobody mess up the experience for everybody else. All right? So with that saying, thank y'all for everything. Let's see. Said, who went to Iceland? A guy named Trent the Traveler. He's a van lifer. He got 2 vans, a regular van that he ride around in when he just exploring, and he got a video gaming van. He got 2 channels. He got a Trent the Traveler Gaming and Trent the Traveler Van Life. And the person that's asking how to make girlfriend, how do you make a girlfriend? You mean how do you get a girlfriend? By being an honest guy. Somebody say EBT call. Hey, look, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to make money. I wish I did have an EBT card. Hey, look, I ain't been fortunate enough. I make too much money to get that. Vac Victor, of however you say your name. It's funny how you don't care, but you keep making comments up here. And nobody cares what you said. Nobody's reading them. Look, we're going to delete you from right now. Because we don't, this is a sucker. I just finished explaining to y'all this was a sucker-free channel. I don't want no suckers. No, he's not a friend of mine. I didn't say it was a friend of mine. I said it's a guy on YouTube. I said it's a guy on YouTube that went to Iceland. He was a van lifer. We were talking about van life. And I said one of the channels that I watch is a guy named Trent the Traveler. I don't know Trent the Traveler. It's a white guy. I have no idea who he is. Never met him before. But he got a good channel. Keep up, people. Keep up. Somebody say Lennox Lewis, is that you? Lennox Lewis is way older. Not older, but way heavier, way bigger, way taller than I am. Somebody said they had those paper stamps. I guess you talk about EBT. I ain't never had EBT. I wish. Hey, EBT is free money. People complain about free money, but I don't. Not when it comes food stuff. I buy food with it. I buy food and give it away. Bottom line is, and anybody that just for the record, it's always funny because you got people that's trying to say stupid stuff online, but if it's too stupid, the moderator, the YouTube moderator, will have it held for review, and I'll never answer it. So I'm never gonna read dumb comments that are way belligerent, which is why they block it. So if you're trying to send out a stupid comment, just beware that it's not gonna come through. It's gonna say it has to be unblocked, and I'm not gonna unblock it. It doesn't make sense. It won't make sense. But with that being said, look. With that being said, I appreciate y'all getting on my channel. I appreciate y'all hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate y'all dialoguing. Just understand something, that we're going to have trolls. We're going to have silly people up here talking about silly stuff. We can't let that bother the program, because whatever the program is, it's going to continue to be. I will skip over people just to get to the right questions and give out the right answers. So with that being said, thank y'all for logging in. Thank y'all for hitting the subscribe button. Thank y'all for leaving comments. Thank y'all for dialoguing. And thank y'all for hitting that notification icon so I can be notified every time I drop a new video. But right now, it is 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. And I'm getting ready to go upstairs and take a shower so I can come downstairs and start making my dinner. Y'all know I eat from 5 to 6 o'clock in the daytime, and can't nothing interrupt that. So with that being said, thank y'all a million times over. Once again, it's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 58 is the new 28, and I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side, because right about now, your boy gots to go. Holla.